actually. Let's see.
Let's see, because that smoke's a bit late. Across, and... Oh, Roy, that's ballsy. Disrespect, charging through the smoke. Yeah, good one back. Grim down on the back of the site. Should enable and facilitate a nice clean plant. 4-on-4 in the post. See if they want to fight for this deeper control. It looks like they are actually lining up to take a bit of an engagement towards this side. Well. JT goes looking. Now, there is two... Oh, wow, 2 players to find, and Mezzy lines them up both. JT a contribution. This is a Mezzy 4K right now. Can he have the ace? That is the question. Crims denies.
God damn it, Crims.
How dare you?
I was just reading like a headline of an interview that Dexter did with Esports, I believe it is. And the headline reads, Dexter talks debuting with Fnatic and working with Mezzy. He better be 40 bombing or it's back to calling and I'll take the reins.
I do love us a Dexter quote.
So we're on our way to the...
Hiding out, trying to delay. Spotted out towards the quad side. Bomb needs to get across, and Afro, he's handing out haircuts. JT trimmed.
10 seconds.
Still needs to get across. Afro's dead. That's the round. Locked in by Elige. What's Mezzy to do but try and hold on to that AK-47 long-range engage. Grim's got nothing to lose, and he will surely go down. Long range, couldn't quite find the bullets, but wow, Col, they'll take a second round force.
Fortunate to be alive there, and a big smile on Elige's face with the close of that. You were bang on with that info call of that noise. It made things a lot easier for Complexity to try and isolate these fights, but that Afro shot porch side must have been massive. But speaking of massive, Floppy flops it out. That is a huge double kill off the balcony.
You were right, though. That Afro tap.
Because it was a one-tap. Like, that had this from Complexity as well. They're here to fight. Look, how, they're not just playing for info on either side. They're happy to spam through the smokes, take a few more risks here to do some damage.
Well, we heard from Crims talking about how Mezzy's going to be fragging up a storm now. So far, 5-0, and with the only exciting weapon in play, at least the full rifle, the AK-47's going to have to do some singing if they want to get into this round.
Now, you don't see that too often. Torji on a heater. I think he said it was 9-0 in opening duels. So having a hard time, our Mouse, but Torji having a good game. And I think there's a lot of people who would be surprised to see that, considering. And there was talk about now him being under a different in-game leader. Not Dexter, the man in the server here with Fnatic, how maybe he could get back to his AWPing ways. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that. A good opening in Cologne for Mr. Torji.
Yeah, Roy looks like the next victim here. Mezzy back turned. A bit of a miscommunication there. Roy will hit the trade, but Floppy quick in kind. Crims armored and plying his trade with Mr. Merriman's AK. Dexter working on short side. So divide and conquer is the game plan in this 2 versus 4, and so far so good. Nice from Floppy. Still contributing. This time a second on the MP9. He wants to provide answers for his squad, and he has spotted out Crims. Now aware he's been spotted out, Grim will finish the job.
Can be replicated here. That are the 2 key factors for Fnatic to be exciting. Then you hope that the backbone, the experienced Crims, he can continue to be that. Dexter coming over with a new team and a new view on how he can approach the game. Maybe he can find the way that he wants to approach the game. You know, we're starting to talk about ifs, buts, maybes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But that's something I'm willing to entertain. Fnatic seeking a return to glory, and Dexter is going to be bringing a new flavor to this roster. I think there is always going to be somewhat of a discussion about the honeymoon effect of a whole reframing of a team, you know, especially the idea of Mezzy being able to focus entirely on his crosshair. It's a conversation to be had as well, and I feel like at no point is there a shadow of doubt that Crims is going to be contributing.
No, but some of these teams, like Fnatic, obviously weren't in the Blast 4 groups, right?
Yeah.
So essentially this is where if you say that the teams who are in Blast 4 groups have finished their honeymoon, well, some of the the teams are only starting. So we'll see how that coincides. The Elige, flash forward, beautiful work. Grim setting up Elige for an absolute easy one right there. Mezzy down. 4-on-4 as we head towards A with 35 left.
There's pace on this. Yeah, you can see that the time is starting to run away from Fnatic here, and you can dump that util. Halzak's going to be feeling very good about his chances. Long wrap held. It's going to be Floppy's responsibility. Roy spotted him out. And being pushed, Halzak, oh, he goes ahead of the curve. And despite the flash, Roy bests him. That's gotten him into the side. That feels like a fumble.
Yeah, there was only, what, 20 seconds left when that fight started. I understand the idea of wanting to try and make a move and not just getting stuck, but it's a really audacious type of fight. Like, Halzak puts himself in the open to multiple positions here. This was the one back in Banana, so we had the flash forward from Elige to tie things up to that 4-on-4 situation. But then just a couple of nice shots on the way in the site. Fnatic will make good on the promise, grab their second round, and we just have a one-round game with Grim and Elige saving AK-47s over towards B. So, not too shabby. It's a good map as well, I think, for Fnatic to have their opening match here in Cologne on, right? This is Inferno. Everyone should have a high level of understanding of how to approach this map.
Right, and you can have conversations quite efficiently, you know, in terms of like the system's already pre-established. Most people have a firm understanding of how rotations are going to be required.
The reactions are pretty standard at this point, right? Like, obviously, we're talking the tiniest of details of how players are playing like different positions or different util that they're throwing to make things look. To Mezzy and Afro here, who will be not limping. Oh, yeah, there you go. Melted.
Yeah, completely fragged.
But you could see what they were trying to do. They were trying to,
Big one back. Roy, best Elige, goes for that duel into Boiler.
That's good punishment. Because as I'm setting up the fact they want to harass, they want to spam, they want to use nade damage, Roy says, okay, but don't overstay your welcome.
Yeah, punish for that. Let's see what Crims can get done. He's actually partnered up with Roy. Roy's going to be the first one because he has been spotted out in apps already. Flash out, leaping through. Floppy in that pit, going to need some assistance soon. Roy's overlooked it. Great find from Floppy.
Not even considering it.
The anchor.
Just chilling.
Sinks too. Awkward now for Fnatic. That came way too easy.
Yeah, I guess because he didn't peek insta. He allowed them to have pick control. And normally you're expecting a smoke or somebody to fight there. Floppy surviving just, and this round is over. Bomb down, just Dexter to find.
Yeah, Floppy and JT, pair of frags. Could be 3. JT. A triple kill from their leader, and of course securing 4, but quickly putting Fnatic back in their place. Limited resources coming into our next one. On Halzak with the reaction though, jumping over the smoke. Information goes both ways as it continues to flow. A bit early on that incendiary. He's trying to bait for Grim towards that sandbag position. He is very stubborn, but on the boost.
JT has a flash. Oh, it's too early. They weren't fighting.
And Grim now, I think he might have been spotted out. Yeah, Afro knows now and deletes him. Oh my God, look how many on his screen. Could have been so much more. Molly, not bad, into pool. Roy has to accelerate further. Bomb, still not across. Spray, elapsed. Dexter should be able to get that bomb down, and Crims is still in apps. So in terms of Floppy getting away with anything, seems like Crims could be really good to twist the knife economically.
Well, Leech doesn't... Well, now he knows. I was going to say he wasn't quite certain. And he's not clear, and he has no idea that Crims is still floating around. Didn't make that slip up. Floppy had no idea. And a gun that was meant to be saved, destined to be saved, leaves Elige with $450 plus the min loss bonus coming into the next tier. So there may actually be some ramifications from this one. And a great round from Fnatic to win. It was as simple as Mezzy coming through, extinguishing, Halzak throwing his molly and it getting burnt out in the smoke, and then when he went to re-peek, they were established.
I wonder if, I'm just thinking about the way, like Afro had such, he starts to float. It's
I would be really worried right now.
It's a bit sus. Grim's alone. Yeah, you've re-smoked. They know you're coughing inside, and they are just kicking down the door. Across already, and down goes Grim. Save. Simple as that.
Yeah. Hey guys, we'll be strong A if they go B, and Grim can't stop them.
Because you're on FAMAS, you're unlimited at everything. Yeah. I can see the game plan makes a whole lot of sense, and they will leave with 4 rifles.
Next round's an eco, right? So this here is really important. So the question is, what's Grim going to do? Is he going to try and fully invest, and will they treat it as another gun run? Will they all save? Because what happens is you're going to get 1900, right? So you're going to be thinking, hold up, well, we can get a kit. I can get a bit more util.
Right, exactly.
We can treat this like a gun round. Or it's no investments. Nobody gets to use their meal tickets today, and we will all buy in the follow-up, right? So this is where these conversations this is perfect time to do it as well. During this save, JT can start trying to understand the financial woes. Like, they still have a couple of smokes left over, so that, you know,
I mean, Mezzy's actually probably going to be very quick to anti-flash if it doesn't pop
Here
perfect. Yeah, safe. Oh, Mezzy! Okay! 2 on the swing. Stunning work from the Brit, and he will immediately throw out the smoke. Dexter's behind him with the bomb. They know it's likely, at most, the one man who threw that flash. Grim, cowering towards the back of the site, just a FAMAS to his name. Summoning Floppy, summoning Halzak. Grim's on the late lurk. Information on that rotation. It has to be a hard clear out of Mezzy, and he does go down to Grim. A big contribution. Could have been more. He actually hit the headshot. Oh, and a nade will finish.
20 seconds. Bomb's
This gets weird now.
Crims is rotating around here. Essentially a 2-on-2 until Crims gets here.
Yeah, but the time, look at it, 18. They don't have to hurry just yet. Smokes are up. Flank is coming.
They have to
Both
hurry.
have pushed coffins. Missed shots on the wall bang. Roy needs help to get that bomb down. He's got the shot. He's got it.
Oh,
no! Halzak just has to live. 2 HP. 3 seconds. All he has to do is live the wall bang!
Oh, complexity. Complexity did it.
Oh my God! What a round of counter! That was so bizarre.
That is sweaty as all hell.
Oh my god, 2 HP as he's rounding the corner, cowering in the church.
Jeez, and that was the round where they went for the gun round again with the extra Galil on Grim. So it was like a touch and go round from the beginning. And this is how it started.
Yeah. And you know what? That Grim dink delayed everything.
Yeah.
You thought it'd been robbed. Oh my god, I couldn't even work out how that went down. Tagged a little, made my chip.
Damage.
And that's a big one back from Crims onto Floppy aggressive. I think he spotted another. Knows Elige towards the apartment side. Dexter advancing. Halzak pushing the smoke. Elige already takes him. Means Halzak should have Roy dead to rights. There's no way Roy is ready for Moto. 4 on 4. Fnatic. Oh, losing Afro potentially. Yeah, Mezzi's actually bailed him out of trouble there onto Elige. Halzak reveals himself. A necessary trade. A second out of nowhere. And it's Fnatic's round. This is a bit of a pace change. These last couple of rounds have given us some real punchy Counter-Strike, and it does break Complexity.
Exactly, right? So Complexity, they had just been holding on. That last round, the smiles, where did they go? Oh, yeah, reality's quickly set in. We may have added another one to the board, but for what? And this is great out of Crims. A snappy one gets away. Eventually, Mezzi deals with the Elige, who we have to say was doing a great job staying alive in pit, but Roy, deathmatch-type shots there, just bang, bang.
Hyper aggressive from Floppy. They're going to push through. That's the bomb. Dexter looking silly. Roy, though, with double trouble. Takes them both down. Problems averted as Elige goes looking to try and find revenge, but he just gets an AWP shot to the thigh. And Fnatic with a 2-man advantage. Look how pushed up banana they are. Both of these B players hearing this bomb retrieval. Mezzi's just well aware now of the presence. As the Tracer's been spotted, he even may have heard them both.
Yeah, and right now, if I'm Mezzi, I'm delaying the plant and I'm putting my pieces in position to rip these rifles out of their hands. It's only 2,900 into the next. So this was what I was talking about. If Complexity can't stop them here on this gun round, the half truly can be a 10-5 in favor of Fnatic. The bomb will go down. They already have Crims and Mezzi locking this off. Crims being very diligent through the T-house here, not taking any chances. He's already received the information from Mezzi that, hey, someone could be lurking around. So once they clear this out, the bomb, we still have 30 seconds left. They should hunt these.
Oh, it looks like they're on their way. I mean, with a full belt of util as well. It's not often you see Ts full executing into their spawn, but it does look like they've got enough time to do so. Trying to take everything away. Grim on the ledge. Should be a powerful position. His head going to be hard to find, and he gets one. Body shots to convert. Crims finds the first, and looks like Roy's got the last. JT gone, Complexity left with nothing as we head into 14.
Now, if we take a look at the scoreboard right now, we have Roy at the top on 12 and Mezzi with 10.
T side here on Inferno.
Boost, beautiful. The reaction, great. Picture perfect stuff from Afro. We're talking about those reactions. We're talking about a common map. There it is.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, they've done that spot. Let's boost over it.
It's really shaping up nicely for Afro's contributions, but there's 2 back for Complexity. They have that advantage extended by Elige. Bodyguarding as Grim was trying to get himself tucked back into the site. A smoke and a
he's
push.
pushing.
That is ballsy from Elige. He wanted to seal the whole deal right there, but Roy aware. Will Elige be punching the air?
Well, this is actually troublesome. Now, Halzak's about to clear top mid, which can free up his rotation. Cool. Floppy can stay pit. But they're already coming in towards B. So, Grim, do you fight or do you give them the space and allow the plant here?
He's calling for Halzak's rotation on its way and will be primed and ready once that smoke fades.
He has flashes to enable Grim to fight here.
Oh, they re-smoke it. Halzak might even close the gap further on that information. A flash high for Grim to go looking, but doesn't move a muscle.
If he gets the bomb down for free here, that is wild.
Yeah, but they're kind of hoping Roy finds one before Afro has to bring that bomb across. He's cleared deep sight. So the implication
Smoke's going to fade.
is the site is theirs, but the bomb will not be across. This is weird now.
Oh, team flashed. He couldn't peek the angle. Grim couldn't check the angle. I think he copped that flash.
Which leads to this AWP head-to-head. The bomb now dead. And it's up to Roy. Nice find onto Grim. What have you got for us? Baits the shot if he can. Halzak, 15 seconds as he's just holding on. Trigger discipline. Beautiful.
It's not badly placed at all. Look at that. Down the back pocket of JT for 60 damage.
That's wonderful work from Dexter, and he's got his crosshair bang on the money for a quick tap. Wow, confirms
Can't
presence.
believe he jiggled into that.
He is really pushing it. He is pushing it. JT still out in the open. And a smoke exchange, that might completely nullify unless they want to disrespect into Roy's dualies. Okay, flash was great from Halzerk, and it leads to Grim with 2 on the entry.
They're in.
Afro, the only man that can voice any concerns. He's going to surely wait for the rotation of his teammates. Crimson Mezzi are on the way. Floppy very late behind him.
Yeah, and he's already investigated top mid as they just started moving through library. So he's going to be very quick on this. It's the Crim's flash the difference maker, but he has to release it soon.
It's going to be very difficult to get back into this one. Afro, though. Oh! Crimsy just considered it. He won't have another. He does have another look, but there's shadows there. Floppy wraps this round up for Cole. Can they keep it perfectly clean? Afro doesn't think so. Just the 1 casualty or 2. There's Mezzi down and out. Cole, a 7th round found, and it's off that flash. You could see they were setting Roy up for success. Halzerk completely flashes him.
You know, the funny factor right there is the reason Dexter's so stubborn with that is because you see a lot of teams who'll play one guy solo B. Like he'll play CT or Coffins, or he'll play the top position, and what you want to do is you want to puff up your chest and seem bigger than you are. So to be able to do that, you have to be a little bit more aggressive, take a few more audacious
for our CTs to start off proceedings.
This is telling that they want to try and get some banana control here, but they haven't gone all in. Dexter was there early, but backed off, and leaving 2 of your star players as the B defenders. Grim, that was so easy. Not pressured at all.
No problems. Oh, that's surprising. Mezzi through the smoke, comfortable into Grim to keep things level. And level they are. It's a 2-2 split of their defensive resources. Elige with a silent drop flex.
Afro's making his way onto Portia with the AWP. He doesn't have a smoke to extinguish if necessary.
Power position for an AWPer, but look how blind he is. Run down. Crims, he keeps the AWPer alive. Elige goes swinging, and Dexter takes down Halzerk. Problematic. It felt like it was all lining up, it was all hunky-dory, but now a 2-man advantage for Fnatic to seize the lead, and they're double digits.
Still time for this here. If JT can go in and isolate a fight, I know he has to worry about Dexter towards spawn as well, but they do have a smoke available for that.
Is he cautious on his jiggles back new box? Now he's been spotted out. He's calling for help, and what? He gets Floppy as well. JT dead too. Clean as you like. That's a great flashbang. Just a white screen for JT as Mezzi takes his time with it.
And this is the form you want Mezzi in, 19 kills. This is exactly what this kid was promised to do, right? And remember this. He wasn't an in-game leader before. He really just took up that mantle. Someone had to do it. So Mezzi, we know that this individual was a player we were looking to deliver numbers. And, well, this drawback here to make it a 4-on-4 after Roy goes down is huge. And then, back at the site, has Dexter's support, sure. Big rounds ahead of him.
Still going to happen.
It's a CT side.
Yeah, I believe.
More multi-kills.
Yeah.
Here's a execute into a CT team that has no information.
Okay, in the dark they may be. But an opening frag could be the light at the end of that tunnel.
Look how much util they have left, Alex. Just to know, Fnatic.
Yeah, well, that could come in handy. As look at that from the start. Out into the pit is Floppy. Grim still takes 1. Elige now watching from the sidelines as Floppy, he is deep into enemy territory here. Help from the apartments elevated. Floppy, another onto Mezzi. That should and will motivate them as it's looking great for Complexity now. Floppy with a triple and Roy with quite the flank.
This would be a huge clutch. The bomb's down on those hay bales.
There's no way you're considering. Oh, you are. JT. Oh, he made a noise.
Is he saving?
JT just went for a look and he's actually perhaps...
But this is a very unwinnable round,
oh,
right?
Yeah,
like,
100%, but it was just the speed by which he was present.
I agree, that's what I was saying. Like, to see him even that close and looking like it was like, okay, well, we may as well follow through now. But now it is just the save and damage. And I actually think in that round, there was a miscomm. Because, because Mezzi died rotating in for a Floppy headshot in pit.
Which was noted.
But Dexter turned around and looked to long. And then died again from Floppy in pit in the same position.
Right. Which is hard to explain.
Exactly, other than a miscomm, which makes me believe that Mezzi didn't know that there was a player headshot in pit.
Yeah.
Because he got a lot done there. This kid from similar positions.
Scoreboard for Fnatic 19 and 17 for Floppy's catching him. Graham starting a little campaign for early control at the top of Banana, a deep smoke. And a barrage of nades. He knows there's 2 here. Oh, and just a little bit too quick. Roy spotted by Grim before the flash did pop, gets his crosshair in the right spot.
You see that though, Dexter's flash was in the feed as well, so they know that Mezzy and Dexter are at least around top banana, but they haven't reacted immediately. They didn't just try and like run straight up mid, which is could have actually worked for them because the AWP is positioned towards apps. Oof, Mezzy needs to be extremely careful here. Elysian, JT on the prowl, Floppy and Halzerk dealing with A. And look at all those smokes. That is very well highlighted there. They can apply pressure to B with that residual utility here.
Yeah, you're right. This could be really cheeky. Using two of your enemy's smokes against them to keep them guessing. Elysia's got a wealth of options, yeah, to pick up a second. So they can just get away with this. Two smokes in. Oh, Dexter, where are you going? He's so loud about this, and that is a freebie for Floppy.
It's an in-game leader info push.
It is.
It's like the one player that probably shouldn't have been doing that. Afro and Crims, well, Afro couldn't really push at the AWP. Crims was passive towards Pit. Now it's on Mezzy. If we want that 40...
Oh, wow, it does well to find JT, but Halzerk does what he was positioned for with the trades.
To be a save, lads.
Okay, well, complexity. This is quite a T-haul right now.
These banana takes from Fnatic, right? They're not insta banana takes, right? They're not like doing the double molly. They're not doing the deep smoke insta and just like running straight through. What they're trying to do is not take the initial damage, wait until banana has kind of settled down a little bit, decide where they want the fight to take place. Do we want it to be broom? Do we want it to be half wall? Do we want it to be logs? And in two of these occasions, when they've come out, Roy has run into a brick wall. It just hasn't worked. It's looked like a little bit messy. The flash timing's not perfect. Roy's getting flashed through.
He was thinking about it. Oh, Grim is so blind. Spots him out, eliminates the threat. Roy should be dead. JT ensures it. And will treat himself to an AK for his troubles.
Well, finally, Roy gets something done with the entry on banana. Afro's had success with this fight before.
Oh, he's going to be mad about that one. Floppy as well, the same character gets revenge.
They're pushing top banana again. Or is this just util damage?
No, he's going to do a lot. Especially if you follow it up with a push. Mezzy, 28 and counting. Elish going to be dissatisfied with that one.
Crims is looking to evacuate A. He just started to float in towards CT Arch. So with the resmoke top banana, it would make you think, oh, even more damage done. Just peppers him on the log. Yeah. So Mezzy shooting him when he can't see him. Dexter rotating over towards A. Crims is now playing for info top mid. I like this. Proactive play.
It is proactive, but it's what Floppy's been waiting for. He just...
That timing is nuts.
Got timed to perfection.
Dexter can start running any second now.
Yeah, he's going.
Is he goes speedway, because they'll hear his steps. He goes a long way to avoid
Floppy
giving
again
the sound.
timed. He was holding again. He just looked back. The double timing.
Here comes the Dexter flash.
Oh, yeah. That is cruel. And Mezzy still spotted out the back of the site. 15 seconds. Can Halzerk get nothing done? It's all Mezzy. As a dirty 30 delivered in regulation. Locks down the B site. And not quite ready for full celebrations. They still need two more to secure this best-of-1 victory. And starting strong in this play-in, it gives you such a lovely bit of breathing room, an opportunity to get straight into that best-of-3 and straight in to the group stage.
And you see that highlighted right there, 2015 Fnatic. That was Crims on that very roster, lifting the trophy. Playing for info so they can be reactive here. Dexter on the jiggle.
It's an interesting position to have your AWP focused on apps as opposed to where Dexter's jiggling for that info, but it seems well informed. Look at this. 3 members of Cole trying to surge into Afro. He tags them. He's surely a dead man. Bullets raining in and 2 bodies drop. This is dreamy. They just have to get past Crims. And the A side is theirs. A messy spray, but it leads to 2.5. Elish alive and kicking. Mezzy, line up. Good incendiary into the site will make things difficult and force them to plant towards the coldzera box. Mezzy trying to wait and fall Roy in this 2-on-2 for all the marbles. Roy?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying about the finances.
Oh, you don't have a look. That is a...
This is what I'm saying.
That breaks my heart.
Because we're like Crims has 5.6, but Afro died. He needs an AWP.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right? So this right here is a round that we definitely know they should have a crack for and have a real good shot of winning considering the HP of both of these remaining members. But the unconfirmed damage here and the fact that they are close to the finish line, this is the better decision.
Oh, absolutely. When you need one, you got 4 stabs at it.
But this here shows you guys, not always the better decision in life is the most exciting one.
Yeah, a little bit of a existential philosophy for you all. You can learn a lot through Counter-Strike.
Yeah, who would have guessed? So Crims can drop an AWP. Top mid quite aggressively, and Floppy into the AWP. Afro with a miss. AWP noted again. Last time they ran mid to B off of this type of info.
Yeah, my same thought. Don't think it's going to be happening again. Oh, Grim. He's just opened up B. Roy is having a nightmare as complexity.
Save again.
Kick open B site and kick open the conversation for an overtime affair.
But you hunt. Alicia's still top mid, and Floppy is still...
I thought Elige might have caught Afro with that darkness of the scope, but...
Wait, they are in such an awkward position. They are boxed in.
Crims is holding long. No, he's not. No, he's not.
They have to buy some space.
Okay, that is some space. They can actually maybe loosen their belt a little bit.
The fact that's Crims from Library, though, could be telling the Floppy here. I'm sure he'd love to get something a bit better than Galil in his hands right now. Everybody else from Complexity exiting through the top of Banana. We've got to get away with their guns. But Fnatic holding on to 3, I really thought Complexity might throw an extra body or 2 at their way to try and take away another rifle here. The fact that they won't, fair enough. But now they have to deal with Fnatic with a saved AWP and 2 saved M4s. And the other 2 might get deagles, but we already saw what happened on a round where they had a saved AWP, a saved M4, and a couple of upgraded pistols, right? So
gonna be Fnatic just by the skin of their teeth, getting it done in regulation.
No,
Afro, you have got such big cojones, pushing alone, facilitated and flashed off though. Bro, he's dead. Again on B. He still gets away. JT thought he had him.
Oh, and the nade's just a little bit too late to do lethal damage there. Off the chunk. Got away.
Yeah, this already spells trouble. Reaggress. Roy looking for answers. Elite was on the boost, but covered by the smoke. Gathering towards that B side of the map. This is definitely the optimal... Oops, that's not. Dexter was hoping to flash and get some answers towards top middle. Show presence. Afro to reclear with him. They're opting for this new box boost. They're going to both be there, though. Oh, nice find from Mezzi. Roy gives up off to the flash, and it's Elige who secures it. A double out of him. Round still on, though.
3v3 B retake. Favors the T's here.
They've got a smoke on Crims.
They've got 2 smokes on the T side. They can constrict Coffins and CT again.
Yeah, this is going to really limit the options of Fnatic. You've got to, what, disrespect the smoke or really be down to the wire. Kit on Dexter. Boost over. A different angle than they'd perhaps be expecting. Dexter's trying to maneuver through the smoke onto the coffin position. And half gone now on that bomb. Halzuk versus Afro on that AWP duel next time they peak. It feels like it's likely. Afro's already gone far. Oh, he didn't quite finish his meal. Halzuk does, though. And it's all locked in. We go overtime.
Oh, what a time for Elige to show up as well. We were saying JT, Floppy, they were getting some work done. But Elige shows up here in the final round of regulation. And we're going to overtime. This one's had it all. The back and forth affair. And now Complexity don't have any financial worries, nor do Fnatic. So we get to see this one underway with good guns both sides. It's been quite a nice game of CS here.
It has, I agree. The double out of Elige, yeah, it was impactful, but it was victory. Look how many are about to strafe in.
Oh,
what just happened?
What?
Roy has killed Afro, taken down
Halzuk
JT through his teammate, and Halzuk shot Grim.
What? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
It's not going to be too scary for them now. Halzuk gets the bomb across. Thought that spray could have done some more as well, but awkward retake.
But that's great, you two, because they had nades. They had HEs. If they could have pushed in to where that molly was, they could have double naded off to deal with the default plant spot. So now just stalled out for even a little bit longer here. Fnatic, number disadvantage retake.
Oh, very uncomfortable scenes for these.
More flashes!
Yep, you really are just being punished here. A barrage of utility. Dexter and Mezzi giving it everything they've got. Halzuk, he's doing it all. He's fine. A nice shot from Mezzi. Elige revealed, and Dexter running light on time and health. There it is, Cole. Keep up the win and find the first of overtime.
Yeah, and again, another round. Like, I'm noting more of this, and they are definitely setting their AWP up on the CT side to look for fights. Here he is again. It's great to see him not wincing at the occasion, but he has to start hitting some entries. And there's one.
Just like that, and taking down Elige as well. A prized scalp. Removed out of the Cole squad. 5 on 4. Dexter reinvestigating. Doesn't need to. He knows there was an AWP in play, but the flash at least enables him to do so safely. 3-man CT spread for this defense, and everyone looking a bit fluffy
today. Yeah. That's Roy again. Banana, another death to Grim. He's just having a rough go on this CT side, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not been a particularly comfortable shake of the stick. But with the boomstick, Afro, his aggression rewarded. He really is not shying away from an engagement on this AWP, and as you've been pointing fingers at as well, Fnatic setting him up for success. There's a lot of belief in Afro. Could be rewarding Fnatic with their first round here in our overtime.
You have to play 2-2. I don't know how you could justify anything else here.
He's got HE as well, could be well placed. Oh, they're a bit ahead of it. And that's nice from Messi.
He might get that 40 after all.
Yeah, it's on its way. 35 and 36, he's counting.
Roy, don't do it, man. Come on, Roy, man.
Roy.
Come on, man.
Cool your jets, son. It works, it works.
Messi stole it.
Oh, he finished it nicely.
Oh, Afro.
What are you up to? Roy's rewarded Crimson. What is going on? As everyone from Fnatic successful in their endeavor. Full control of Banana.
Going to be winning the first half of overtime here. Magic number we're looking for is 19 in OT number 1. You can see that highlight at the top of your screen. JT and Elige, do they have anything else to say here? Can they voice any concerns in this 2-on-5? No, they can't.
A shot out of Afro.
Could be a team ace if Dexter gets the final kill.
Advancing himself into a positive KD as well. There's JT gone. Dexter contributes a team ace. As, yeah, we will see Fnatic with that extra round advantage heading into that. Elige is not really letting go of W here in overtime. And Afro can't believe it. Already taken down. Elige just holding pedal to the metal, opting for the AWP while flashed. He's just going on a fragging mission. And Roy, the one to send him back down to reality. Yeah, I like this new Elige.
No time to reload.
He is playing like action movie, Mission Impossible style theme tunes in his head.
Well, Halzak just gave one back to Crims and a bit of a shot right there. So A, susceptible, but it's Floppy, the hero. Can he do it again? Top mid, ready to take the fight.
Yes.
Steps out, Floppy with a double.
That is miraculous. Roy for an attempt and just about gets away from Floppy's wrath. Smoke going to be integral here as Dexter's going to try and get that locked down. Huge gap, bad smoke, but the molly might be enough to facilitate a safe plant. Flash good as well onto JT. Roy will burrow in towards the graveyard position in a 2-on-2. This is all to play for.
Grims got a HE here, but I don't think he'll be lobbing that into graveyard unless he catches a whiff. Roy should just keep his head tucked.
Yeah, you'd think first contact would be Dexter on site. High stakes round here. Grim spotted out by Dexter. It's Roy that responds. Both incredibly low. Can JT find him? Hide on a swivel. It's Roy with the double high impact. An actual quad kill from Roy in a must-win round for Fnatic. Action in mid. Extinguish Herd.
Mezzi ready.
Oh, Halzak hits it onto Dexter. Mezzi held at bay by the flame as well. 48 seconds. Rotations are coming through. Complexity looking to send us into a second overtime. Can Fnatic find a way in? Halzak doesn't think so. Crim's down. Mezzi sharp as attack. And finding even more damage chipping away at Halzak through the coffins. Trying to send him there.
No util for this. Afro's going to need to do a lot here.
Yeah, on that AWP. He's primed and ready. Posted for Halzak to disrespect and push any further than the line he's now drawn in the sand. Got to stay tight here, Roy. Value your life. Afro onto Elige. 3-on-3. Another for Roy! Oh! And it looks good for Fnatic! Floppy late arrival. Advantage.
Okay, well, there'll be some audio at some point too as Rez with the Julius. They want to open things up. Not too many problems. Beamer's back with the trade and Headtrick with the peak. Another one hits the deck.
That's very clean from Headtrick. He doesn't find another, and it will facilitate a plant. Beamer's good to get that down. In mid, Neofrag has cleaned out Brolan. An advantage for this post plant. Sound inbound, I'm sure, but Config and Hampus going to be trying their best to get back into this. No armor on their leader. Config going to have to be that more brute force object. 2 playing towards the cave side. It's not going to be comfortable for them to get this diffused through. No kit and running light on time.
Tickle the bomb here. They will have to peek and do take a fight into Config here. We'll need to get another in cave. Bomb halfway gone.
Almost got to be next contact, especially with Neofrag already taking Hampus down to just 4 HP on the defuse now. A 10-second defuse and Config just has to cover. He's holding the defuse. Config no bullets. And it's Neofrag in the 1v2. 3 in total into the breach. We'll take that pistol and 5 frags from those 2 new names.
And that is beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see here with the 2, well, young guns in the server right here. Beamer's not in the server for a year. Neofrag didn't really get a whole lot done on OG and they step on in to the red jersey in the feet of the Brits, and they're going to get themselves a nice little pist around here. So simple stuff. You see how they trade in towards the site here. Rez and Headtrick putting up some resistance, but you could see those smokes making it difficult for the CTs to get involved, and Config even pulling out the knife there. So
And we're going to be seeing that second round. They're actually both lining up for that tiny slither gap, and Brollan profits Rollan down to start off this second round force.
Okay, well, let's take a quick look at the game that NIP played against Saw on this very map. It was in the Game as 8 qualifier, and they went down to Saw in overtime. Just take a look at their CT setup. So what we can expect today is going to be Brollan over towards Cave, Hampus as the B helper, Headtrick floating around with that AWP. Config middle and Rez over towards A. And speaking of A, there's going to be a bit of pressure here. Bemis and Thomas have now got this cross. They do have to worry about Red. Is that... Oh, smoke. Don't worry about the smoke. Hampus has grabbed one straight through it.
Yeah, didn't see anything. Still bangs Thomas out. It's the info.
Ridiculous.
And Config and Headtrick have got this brutal crossfire. You are not going to get into Donut, Bemis. As hard as you may try, you round that corner, you got a Mag 7. And a Desert Eagle looking for you. Still remains stubborn and investigating further towards Red. It's Neofrag with a lot of control towards B. The util through, long smoked. And we do see Crucial heading up towards that ramp side with the bomb. Bemis, contact on Red. And Headtrick goes looking as well. A couple of missed shots. It's still getting a bit sketchy for ITB here. A two-man advantage with 30 seconds left. The T's do have to find a way back in. Config goes looking, and ouch! That leaves a mark. Bemis down. That was an AK-47 versus a Mag 7. And the shotgun prevails. 5 still alive for NIP in this second round force chat. This doesn't get better.
No, and it maybe could if they kill him after time. 10 seconds left. He has to kind of offer himself up here, Crucial, and Hampus will finish it with the no scope. Yeah, and there's going to be an awful lot of that. There's going to be an awful lot of that here because we got the players across from each other. And if you have a blunder like that against a force, the idea is for the CTs to keep it close, not keep everybody alive, pick up 2 AKs at Galil. And here's the cheeky one from Hampus. Now, we got a bit of attitude, a bit of... Here, Rez is one of them, Config the other. The AWP of Headtrick starting over towards B. I am watching Counter-Strike in a whole new way right now.
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to talk about Crucial's early death. Config, nice find through mid. He has Rez to support him. Smoked off. Thomas can't find a response, and that smoke is... Oh, it could and should have led to Rez's death. He responds. The Tracer Fire leads to Thomas. And now, a two-man advantage for NIP. This is already panic stations for ITB.
And this is the thing, you still have a Headtrick posted up watching B long, so they can't punish any space there, knowing it was aggressive mid. That tends to be, if you're going to play aggressive cave, aggressive mid, you want to punish the extremities. And B ramp is one of those places where you can definitely get that done. Now you can tuck in, you can play for info, and you should be able to lock around like this out with ease.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to call upon some heroics of those 2 pistol players. Bemis and Neofrag, of course, at the top of the scoreboard so far. They're going to have to do some more heavy lifting to get this second round flowing for the ITB boys.
This has been really bleak, just because even though the way that they lost that force, they just got picked apart and then time almost ran out. And then in the follow-up force buy, they didn't really do an awful lot. And then in the eco, as I mentioned, with a bit of a gag, they were just following Thomas around the map, milking out nades. But right here, going into the first gun round, you don't get anything done again. You're getting dictated to, and you're getting smashed through smokes. Like,
oh yeah, and it's also, I mean, I wouldn't quickly put it in the disrespect column, but when you've got CTs going for those quick ledge plays and you're dying like Crucial did, you know, you're just trying to take early cave fights and you're dying to people jumping up mid. I don't know. It's a very nasty way to feel like the team is going to be running at you.
This is one of the things with the current meta of the way Ancient has played on the CT side. That divider smoke that you see get thrown, right? It's long story short. I did a bit of investigation on this in the player break because we were playing Danish Niko. And they hammered us. They like absolutely hammered us, just destroyed us. And we're like, well, what were they doing? They were always getting mid control. And the way they were doing it was with this divider smoke, and then the 2 mid players would molly either side of that smoke. When the T's come out, they can tend to only extinguish one. Sure. So if you extinguish the first and you run to the Tetris box, you have to run through another set of flames. So they drop the smoke, they put a molly on either side, they double nade into the smoke because if you want to play the safe haven, you're taking flak damage, and then they spam. And after that, they'll drop a deep elbow smoke, and then they can jump up mid like this, and they can take all of these different risks, right? This is the smoke that I'm highlighting here. You can see this on the screen. Rez very fortunate to get that. Watch, they want to fight.
And it would explain why Rez has been so stubborn early on. Hey! Oh, Brollan down. That's a bit of a change up from the typical story. But yeah, in terms of what's covered, what's focused on by the CTs, Rez has been responsible, and he's gone wide. Config clean, and gets himself the double. That advantage short-lived for ITB. No bomb left at spawn. A nice find to start off the fight for ITB, but already back in the pits. Rollan yet to frag. I do like the gap he's found here, though.
This should be a kill.
I say that. Headtrick's very ready. Now, headless. The second fight to be found. Oh, Config gets the info, gets his weapon out in time. It's clean by Crucial. Does manage to tame the spray, but they still don't have that bomb. 50 seconds. Hampus going to put his thinking cap on.
I feel that Hampus has to explore here. And, you know, old Counter-Strike logic would dictate stay together, trade out. But they don't know where Hampus is. And if he threads the needle here, the timing on this needs to look towards ledge. They're going to group up in middle from 2 different angles. Hampus with the first. It's a freebie. Now to 1-on-1.
Yeah, okay. That wasn't the bomb carrier, so Hampus may assume the other was detached. Crucial brave to go straight back to where he lost his teammate. Hampus going to hedge his bets towards CT spawn. Quite quick rotations to either of those sites.
He has a kit, a smoke, a molly, and a flash for the post plant. So this is perfect. The key here is Crucial's leftover smoke. What choke point is he worried about the most here?
Like deep CT is tempting, no?
Well, do you throw it before you plant?
No.
You throw it after. So now the bomb goes down. He doesn't get fought. He knows he's not close. He might even hear some of these footsteps here.
Interesting option.
Very defensive. He's extremely scared.
And Hampus continues to crawl forward. Crucial exposed Hampus! That's with the idea of re-smoking. The longer he holds on to it, the more it rots off the clock. Going to play reactionary.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is cheeky.
Look at the time. Just melt, melt,
flash,
melt.
There you go. He uses that as a cue. Oh, big one from Thomas. Kill. That is quite a response straight off the back of a timeout.
I like
that.
And the
leader finds his first. A big scalp as well. Config, the high flyer, cut down.
Now we have to look at how Into the Breach can finish here. They still have 3 smokes, a bunch of flashes, and a Molotov left over. With the man advantage, you might like to see them go for a B execute and try and isolate some of these areas, but with 54 seconds left on the clock, Brolin being cheeky with a gap, NIP still haven't winced off of too much of that map control. Sure, Config's gone down, but Rez is still in donut.
Trying to deny info mid. No one holding from red room.
This is going to be desperate late. Just looking at the time here, unless this is an A-split, this is going to be very desperate late. Look, they're going to get blocked.
Rez doing it again.
That's a very deep smoke. I disrespect that.
Yeah, it is deep, but that missed shot as well. Orp now noted in middle. They look indecisive,
25.
bro. They look really indecisive. Rez's smokes have held them back, and Rez, he's going to hear that. Crucial loud. Oh, no, there is a lot of indecision.
Save?
Stepping on each other's toes.
15 seconds.
You had an opening kill, but still NIP have the advantage. 13. Thomas, okay, gets it. They need to plant. Hampus, 1 kill could win the round, but it's all Thomas. 1 second to spare as he gets the plant in. All calculated. Calculated down to the second.
Thomas literally had to go, I'll do it myself then. What the hell? Nobody wanted to take any space. Nobody wanted
bizarre.
to. I know you were blocked, but I can't believe they kept their cool. What the hell is that?
What do you mean they? Hang on. Thomas,
well,
somehow.
Nobody died.
Yeah. I can't believe he pulled that off.
But there was 15 seconds left till they started marching through donut. I cannot believe that they were able to get away with that.
Well, that felt like it was about to go wrong.
In every way possible.
In every way, shape, and form. But
even with the number advantage.
They leave with a second T round. You know, they're cooking.
Damn.
That's going to be feeling a whole lot better now.
And Thomas gets all 3 kills.
Yep.
His first 3 kills.
Oh, and he goes down with the ship as well, yeah.
I can't believe the bomb radius. Come on, man.
It is the most easy to critique bomb radius in Counter-Strike right now.
I just got all 3 kills. Can at least Valve make me immune or something? Great little flash.
That
Thomas
was a great kill on
8 seconds. So if he doesn't get this kill,
and the smoke, you got Hedrick posted up donut. Util to force him away on the repeat. Oh, he lets it go. Thomas again in the feed. Hedrick's going to be frustrated with that one. That was an easy morsel on his plate.
Yeah, you can see him under pressure there and just peeking back in. So Thomas, he's managed the last 4 kills consecutively for ITB.
Interesting that Bemis opts for the AWP just to kind of maintain that deeper angle towards CT and elbow.
They're grouping up again here, and Rez has pushed main. This is a massive push, especially with Thomas low, who looks aware, but he should basically just be blown over here. Little swift breeze. Oh my god, Thomas! Thomas, what is happening?
He's having it. I am
Thomas,
impressed.
the frag engine.
Yeah, that's it. He's whirring up, getting that engine going and chugging.
He's not ready for this, is he? Is he? Thomas? Are ya?
Config this time going to be able to shut him down after the second. Neofrag's walking the bomb back towards A, I guess.
They kind of have to go.
He's going to get answers on the return of Config to the A site.
Yeah,
Bemis is hoping for this transition to Temple. And all of this patience. Oh, Bemis pulls the trigger a little prematurely. Jiggled out by Config. Great awareness from the day.
Hampus has a molly here. If he gets called over in time, might be able to molly off the plan. Config overcommitted here.
Yeah, that should facilitate a plant. Hampus disconnected. Brolin through the donut. Rallen holding. And it's Rallen connecting. Team effort into this one. Thomas started, but it does look like the rest will finish, unless Hampus has got another clutch in him. Great pre-aim, does put one into the skull of Neofrag, dinks him down low. 10 HP as he does look to retreat and save what he can. You talked about the financial buy options for NIP into this next one. You said emissions.
Well, here's the deal. Into the Breach have to thank Thomas for 2 gun rounds. He is responsible, essentially, for 2 gun rounds with his multi-kills in those. Just added Shui, or brought him back. Well, Campus.
Okay, Rallen with a real reaction shot.
See the red pressure, though. Like, this is the same thing again. So they constrict Donut this time themselves. Nice. They smoke top red. They have standard early util. It was just config not playing aggressive. They get the space, and now the entire time somebody has to worry about red, which means you likely go into a more of a passive setup or you search for info. And we've seen what's happened to NIP when they search for info earlier in this half.
Yeah, it's an interesting discrepancy in the sense that Brolin is the one to depart the B site. It's been such a huge impact towards Cave, towards that corner bucket position.
They're clearing it out. They're cleared out mid now, so they know that nobody's home, and all this util towards B. Headtrick's passive, so they're happy to play retake here. Great. No dramas yet.
Yeah, the smoke towards Cave will force and channel them towards this ramp position. Flashes are high. Thomas is up, and Thomas is down. A good one.
Bomb.
Out of the AWP, config in support, and it does seem like they've handled it very well. Brolin slipped out of that smoke and finds himself one onto Neofrag as well. So it falls apart for ITB, looking to extend to 9 here. The Ninjas in Pajamas, comfortable. Very comfortable. Headtrick spotted the Bemis elbow on the jiggle. Incredibly deep smoke towards the Cave position. He might be able to, find something around the edge of that, and it is a tag onto Headtrick. Nothing more to be celebrated. Brolin will wrap it up, put a bow on it, and NIP back to their winning ways. Very short-lived celebrations for ITB, and it continues down their pits of despair. We got 3.5 on the high end.
Yeah, so looking at this, it's another half-buy territory without that bomb going down. So you get maybe the MAC-10s out, the Tech-9s. Here's the opening pick with the bomb lost. This Thomas entering and carrying the bomb in. So it's very obvious that we are coming to this site, guys, because the first guy in... You
be now alerting config to the potential for Red Room. Yeah, here he comes. He seems quite convinced that he doesn't need to. And Rez already onto Bemis as well.
Here comes Hampus.
Yeah, Hampus is covering that slip through red, and he's done so comfortably. 2 HP to spare, advances them to a 5 versus 3.
This double AWP has also made things a lot more difficult here because Headtrick can stay towards B now. He doesn't need to float over towards A to try and help out Rez. So it actually means that this B pressure and Headtrick's AWP with the shadow, bang, done, another kill, just swatting them away here.
Should be 11-4. Crucial's AWP in the feed here, that's 1.
That's only his 4th kill.
Yeah, he'd need a whole lot more. Crucial and Rallen. With limited options, but 40 seconds. Now, they do know that Hampus was brought low. He is still responsible for this red room. Could be a way in. Could and is. Nice frag. Good damage from Hampus. Half Rallen's health. And Crucial just strafes into the AWP. It looks like it's all done here. An 11th for NIP. A single click away. Baits the shot. Go on, Rallen. Style point.
But there's a fight here. There's a big fight here.
Yeah, 2 of them. They're going to overlook this.
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas fragging up 2. Wrestle trade, but did they overlook this? No, okay, spotted out as well. Bemis should be overrun here. Nice tap into the head of Brolin. And a necessary pistol. This feels like it could be a way back in for ITB to close this gap, make it a whole lot less intimidating.
I'm slightly scared for them here because
take a look.
Yeah, the man who was tasked with that mid-info has now found a free bomb site. I understand that he doesn't have the bomb here, but this crawl of Rallen and Crucial, if it doesn't find Rez and config is allowed to work, he should be able to find a kill or 2 here for them to keep this round going. Crucial's going to jump up. Oh, the timing.
Yeah, I think
he saw him.
Oh, no,
Look at the mouth moving. He
made a noise. Rez knows.
Wait, config's
the Crucial knows.
Red, config's
flanking behind them with the P250. Knife out. Crucial's dead. And now they look away. Oh, this is going horribly wrong for the ITB squad.
And Neofrag can't run. He knows there's a player red.
Yikes. Okay, config. Oh, here's him. Knows what's going on. Tucks in, heard of the reload. 1 versus 2 for Neofrag. Needs this first cleanly, and config too good as NIP accelerate towards this best-of-1 victory.
Talk about fumbling the bag right there. I like the fact that they went for the look, but Crucial went alone. If they went to think that's where they'll go.
Map broken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 smokes up at the start of this one. distinct lack of smokes for the CT side. ITB got one.
Yeah, and only one for the side of things for NIP as well on Hampus.
Bloody hell. A little unusual.
Nice little creep past here, so you can see Crucial's deep line cannot catch the player over towards the Hive.
Oh gosh, don't get caught fumbling with your nades. We need frags here, lads. ITB.
Good flash.
Only the one, Rallen. Onto Rez, but it's two back in the feed from NIP. 3-on-3, bomb to be planted. Hedrick getting that code punched in. Thomas turns the flash and a great headshot on top. Puts it into a bit more of an uncomfortable situation here for NIP. If they want that spotless close, it has to be Hampus. Brolin, such low HP. They both opt for cave. No smokes, as we discussed, so this is going to work wonderfully, especially as Hampus has already struck. They know they're both there. They heard the guns. Thomas still clearing ramp. Nice clear. Beamer's going to be susceptible to the wall bang. He's tucked in. Hampus has not gone for it. It's a full 10-second defuse. Thomas isn't covering directly. Should have it. And ITB leave with a 5th round. An interesting state of affairs.
Red smoke, so no donut smoke. It's a fast temple. Okay, yeah, this is an all-in. It's just an A-rush.
It is, and let's see what Thomas can do. He's already got a good nade on the nose. Molly, spray, and a frag. Good damage onto Brawler. Need to finish the meal. Bemis does. Bomb confirmed, and the rest locked into main. Crucial. He doesn't have the info that they haven't crossed. Hedrick's waiting for this fight, but still a missed shot. He goes for the re-ping into the AWP, but it falls apart for ITB.
Deep Molly as well. They're ahead of this. They have to fight. They've spotted one more.
They know he's in. They know where Rallen is, and they're actually pushing through Temple. Bomb. Rez and Hampus holding hands and skipping. Nice off the flash. Rallen gets out of his corner. But Neofrag not ready.
Freebie.
Completely unawares. And now Rallen, what's he supposed to do? Last spotted towards the elbow. Hampus goes looking for him.
Donut in a hard place right now.
Yep. And they know exactly where he is now. Spotted out by Hampus, running him down. A smoke from Rallen. Gives him a fight. The bomb is going B.
Come on out.
And yeah, held by the AWP. Ooh, head trick. Gives him a second chance. Now, sure, it's a one-on-one. One v one situation now.
The clutch is on. 20 HP for Rallen. A smoke in hand here. Denied by the wall of Rez.
That's a horrible smoke. What do you do with that? You throw your own and run through it. Yeah, and he's dead. Rez will save him. 15 secure, and we'll all just move on. Let's all just move on.
Talk about laboured.
Yeah, it was full on. Like, I mean, the contractions were...
Last ditch attempt from ITB. Famus's MP9's aggression. Here they come down the ramp. They're about to meet Brolin.
Damage. No lethality. Brolin's only got a couple of bullets left here. 6 bullets, and he's dead. Rallen runs him down with the MP9. Hampus as well, going to have to tuck in. Crucial caught out as he tried to regain control. Nice from Hampus to equalize. Rez, loud about his presence towards A main. With red smoked, the rest of the team can slip through towards the donut position. This is going to be another A hit, and they are limited in their defensive options. What is Thomas supposed to do with this? Oh, not far off. They lined up for him, but would have had to be in a perfect collateral headshot to have anything more to say about this game.
Yeah, this one is done. Done like a dog's dinner here. 3v4 situation, bomb down on the A site, no defuse kit, best weapons to boast are a couple of Famite. One flash at the ready, this could be the difference maker.
Yeah, it could, but just ahead of the flash is Bemis, walks into Rez. And NIP storming through the competition to start off their journey here at the Intel Extreme Masters. A confidence-boosting victory for sure.